The question is, since when did magnanimity become a part of politics? I mean, if morality is not a part of politics, or what role does magnanimity have to play in it?
What is assumed wrongly is that there's no morality in politics. There are still men of honor and integrity in politics. You assume that everyone in politics has lost his faith, there's no character. I disagree. And when men sit down and look at it, don't forget that in that line, when you I'm sorry, but that's my opinion, 2011 election that was conducted and PDP won, has till date, the president today hasn't considered defeat to PDP in that election. So we will have chosen that other way, but we consider that defeat. It means that the PDP is taking our democracy in a different way, maturing our democracy so that we will be on the better pedestal. And I mean, you do not need a scientist or anybody to analyze this to you. You have 48 PDP members, senators, and you have 59 APC senators, and you have 2 gladiators on the APC who will not blink for each other. It's simple. PDP can take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it was absolutely natural for the PDP to have it if the APC is absolutely divided within itself. Since when did magnanimity become an issue? Or since when did integrity, in your words, become an issue? That's the question.
It is in line with thinking of PDP that we should allow the government of President Mohamed Buhari to take its footing. And that if the PDP are taking the Senate presidency, that will have thoroughly stabilize the president. So the intention of PDP is to go, oh, this man has won the election, let's allow him run. That would, and don't forget that this will have some duties to the presidency, and anything that is done on the floor, no matter how objective the PDP is, will be seen from partisan perspective, because the sitting president of Senate is a PDP man.
Well, he's a PDP man.
I mean, the PDP had contested and emerged as Senate.
Okay, the assumption there, because I was a bit confused there. I thought you were talking about the Senate president. But if you look at it from your analysis, it would seem as if the others who were absent were present, Senator Saraki still would have won the election.
Definitely.
So why didn't, well, a bit of patience would have paid, put paid to all of this?
Patience? A proclamation letter has been sent to National Assembly, and I mean, senators, ranking senators who know the procedure will not choose. There's no letter countering that proclamation. I've never heard anywhere where a proclamation is withdrawn. You don't proclaim as a president and withdraw it. Oh, and there's no communication officially, because I heard somebody say there was attempts to delay it and what have you. When an official letter has been sent for something to comment, you now assume that some other means could be used to delay it, and you need men, seasoned politicians who know their onions, who now go for another meeting and be expecting the business of the day to wait for them. I beg to disagree. I think it was to find the genuine alibi to justify the fact that they have failed the election. They would have lost if they had
So they knew it wasn't going to go their way.
Yes. So it was a good one to create this kind of scenario.
That's new. You say they knew it wasn't going to go, but if they knew it wasn't going to go their way, why are they insisting on sanctioning those who have gone against party directive?
Because the party directive is that those who have gone should not have contest at all. The party is aware that if they are contesting, they will lose. So it's a good one to say we are sanctioning them. If you do the election 10 times, they will have won. It's not possible. It's a game of number.
It's interesting that you say patience. It's the same way we're wondering magnanimity. Since when? First of all, you concede or you say that your party was generous enough to allow the APC produce its candidates. You had the numbers on that day. 48 of you to the APC's how many? It was a very, very tiny minority of the APC members.
It's like you are getting me wrong. I'm not talking about today alone. Any day, any time, with the scenario on ground, a Lawan and a Saraki contested. If PDP contest it, PDP will have won. I'm not reducing it to the number on the chamber. If you had 108 senators on ground, Lawan running and Saraki running.
I was about to land on my point when you interrupted me, because yes, you were able to produce this. I mean, you were magnanimous enough to allow the APC produce. To allow the APC field a presidential candidate. Beg your pardon now, a Senate presidential candidate, which all members of the PDP unanimously supported. But then there was a battle of some sort, or an election for the post of Deputy Senate President. Isn't that where your magnanimity has a question mark?
I did explain to you. I did explain to you that in order to allow the new government to take off and to give them the privilege of starting well with the presidency. But you cannot say we should throw away everything when we had the privilege of taking one. That was why we contested the Senate presidency. And you saw the result when it came out. I'm telling you, if you had 109 senators on ground, we would have still won the Senate presidency. So the bare fact that we conceded the Senate presidency does not mean we should concede the Deputy Senate presidency. There has never been a time in the history of Nigerian politics so far that you have the number that PDP has as opposition party. Before now, when the best that APC and all opposition had put together would have been about 20-something or 30. But we had 49. The Senate scenario is quite different. 69 to 60 to 50, 49. So all you need to win is a simple majority. The only way APC will have, clear whatever election in the Senate is having a single candidate. The moment you have one person or two persons contesting a particular position among the APC member and the PDP steps in, it is natural for PDP to win.
Honorable Yusuf, isn't it, right now we've been focusing a lot on the Senate. And I think that a lot of people will argue that the House of Reps too did not exactly go with what the party wanted. The emergence of Honorable Dogara as Speaker of the House of Representatives was not the choice of the party. But it would seem that attention exactly is not there. The question is why?
Yeah. Attention is not there because out of 360 members, we had 358 present.
You had how many members present? I'm sorry?
358. Hello?
We can hear you clearly.
Yeah, we have 358, so it is natural. And you don't forget, I did say that National Commission, that is the senators who were not on floor know quite well that they will not win the election. In the House of Reps, the contest is so you cannot. It's a 50-50 chance. Nobody knew where the pendulum will swing. So it is natural for you to come and contest such a thing. So that's why you find the kind of contest you find in the House of Reps. And that is why you might not find. But the party, unfortunately, I'm sorry, the party still made certain statements to me that were not too palatable. The public secretary of the party was saying that they will not recognize a speaker duly elected by members of National Assembly. A party spokesperson said they will not recognize him. Don't forget, just in 2011, the PDP wanted someone else as another candidate as speaker. There was never a time such a thing was made. So it just shows that the APC has not been used to having internal democracy.
Well, Honorable, let me butt in and ask you this. Now that that statement has been made, it means that they will back it up, and some senators have already said they're going to challenge this in court. At the end of the day, Do you see the National Assembly settling down to the business of the day with all of this quote and unquote distractions?
It is for the party in government to realize that Nigerians voted that party with high expectation. That Nigerians, when they were voting APC, were voting APC on the basis of what APC promised to offer them. And that this will not do them any good. Naturally, as a PDP man, I'll be celebrating it, but the Nigerian people will suffer for it. So it is not about the party, it's about the Nigerian people. You see, the fact that he got a PC member as elected as Speaker should be enough consolation. I remember very well in 2011, in as much as he didn't use enough ground, but at the initial stage, there was a lot of reconciliation move between Tamboa and the PDP. Instantly, day after the election, they were in Wadata House, and the whole PDP leadership were present, and ideas were exchanged. But unfortunately, you can see the difference between what the scenario now and 2011.
All right, Honorable. Just hold the line a little for a while. I need to get to Oladimeji. He's also in Abuja, but in our studios there via Skype.